Let's go now to Kenosha, Wisconsin, because the county sheriff says more than 200 arrests have been made during protests that followed the police shooting of Jacob Blake. 1,500 National Guard members have been deployed to keep the peace as the city now braces for this presidential visit. Here's CBS's Mola Lenghi.
As protests in Kenosha enter their second week, the city braces for a controversial presidential visit. The White House says there are currently no plans to meet with Jacob Blake's family. Instead, the president will meet with local law enforcement and business owners and tour damage from the protests. Meanwhile, Oregon State Police returned to Portland following clashes between Trump supporters and counter-protesters over the weekend. 39-year-old Aaron Danielson was killed on Saturday night. He appears to have been a member of a far-right group. A man is reportedly under investigation for the shooting. Back in Kenosha,
7 shots changed life instantaneously.
Pastor David Montgomery's church barely survived as fires from protests tore through this mostly minority neighborhood last week.
Before Jacob Blake was shot, what were the racial dynamics in this town? I mean, was it a tinderbox ready to burst?
I didn't think it was a tinderbox, but the truths were evident. When you look at a community where you have African American and Hispanic, and there's a lack of financial resources in their education, joblessness, and then something like this happens, it's kind of like opening the box. You know what's in the box.
Montgomery says he hopes President Trump's planned visit is more than just a photo op.
What fruit is going to manifest from you coming? What's your plan?
Scott Carpenter's family furniture store of 32 years is in ruins. He wants the president to see it for himself.
You think that's going to be helpful?
Yeah, I think it is going to be helpful that President Trump comes here. He can see the destruction that is caused by the violence.
Well, moments ago, the president was asked to comment on the actions of Kyle Rittenhouse, the 17-year-old who was charged with killing 2 people out here, 2 protesters in Kenosha last week on one of the more devastating nights that saw destruction just like this. The president said he would look at it, but did not outright condemn it. Rittenhouse's attorneys say the 17-year-old acted in self-defense, Nora.
Mola Lenghi, thank you.